So we are back with episode 2 of the Jungle Boys. We're ready to talk some sports, shoot some shit, have a good time. And the first story that we're going to touch on is the biggest news out of sports this week was LeBron James signing a 2-year, $8 million deal with the 76ers. I mean, what's your take on it?
You know, I got to tell you, I didn't see it coming. Being probably what's going to be his last 2 years in the league. I think when I look at this whole deal, he's chasing another ring. That team is a really primed up team. I mean, you got Embiid, you got Jaylen Brown, you got Tyrese Maxey, you got all these studs.
Don't forget about Edgecombe either.
Of course,
Edgecombe, I'm about to say.
That being said, I was caught off guard when I saw him sign with the Sixers. I definitely, as we discussed, I thought he was going to the Heat or where it all began, Cleveland.
Yeah.
Right? You thought what? Golden State?
I wanted to see Golden State so bad. Come on, Steph Curry, Draymond. They were a trade for maybe even Anthony Davis.
Right. See, that's the thing. He said, I didn't want to uproot my family, and he didn't. So he said. But moving to the opposite side of the country, I did not see it coming.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the big thing was like staying home, and then the reports came out that how the whole thing is going to go down is that he's going to commute from LA to, of course, the 76ers to Philly by helicopter. I don't know if he's going to play the full 2 years. I think
he will.
You think he'll do it?
Now, will he stay healthy those full 2 years?
Okay. There we go.
You know how these players are. Man.
Exactly.
They like to take a little leave during the season. And when you got a name like him, you don't really need to play every game, you know? But I think he'll take charge. I think he'll actually take it honest, and I think he'll try to shoot for that last national championship. NBA championship. I'm ready for football.
So
football, baby.
Do you think that this? I know with obviously Golden State, they got KD back. What was that? 2017, right around there probably. I don't know. Whenever he went and joined, obviously when they went 73-9.
Yeah.
Do you think this is more of a ring chase, or do you think KD was more of the ring chase?
I feel I feel as if this is a ring chase, but I get a lot of vibes from the Brooklyn Nets several years back. If you recall that team.
Oh yeah, you talk about the Harden, Kyrie, KD.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that team was on paper statistical dominant team.
But they only played how many games together? It wasn't very many because they all
20 games.
Yeah, they were all dealing with different injuries. They were not a lot that they played together.
Well, look at this roster. You got a lot of injury guys on this roster. Embiid, when's the last time he played a full season?
It's been a while.
LeBron, I mean, he's a little older, You got Tyrese Maxey. He's pretty consistent from what I know. And Jaylen Brown, I mean, he missed a couple games, a handful last year, but not crazy. Edgecombe better not be hurt. He's pretty young.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just, I look at this team, I get a little cross in between that Golden State team several years back to that Brooklyn Nets team. That dynasty team they wanted to pay all that money for with nothing to show for. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting year.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, kind of looking it over, I mean, would you say that we could maybe see something like that 73-9 season for Golden State from this next, Philly squad going into this upcoming NBA season?
Yes.
You think that they could be
if Embiid stays healthy, and LeBron stays true, I believe there's nothing stopping this team. I mean, I can't see a team that actually steps toe-to-toe with them. Will they go undefeated? Absolutely not. Will they win a lot of games? For sure.
Okay.
I think they'll be a top dog.
Okay. Fair enough. But how about I drop a little bit more information on you about just how the 76ers are going to kind of handle this upcoming season. They're it was dropped that they're going to have LeBron running point guard.
I did see that. I'll believe when I see it.
I mean, I know LeBron can play. He has played every position. I just maybe they're doing it because of just age-wise. I don't know. I mean, he's a smart basketball player. Obviously, one of the greatest of all time. But
he also just missed the All-Pro, the All-Star game.
For the first time, yeah.
First time. He's not the same LeBron.
But he was also injured half the season. I mean, I know he's not the same
I
LeBron.
get it.
It's obvious he's not the same LeBron.
He's
but
injured because, the man's not a spring chicken anymore.
he's not a spring chicken.
But his name is still
LeBron James.
It's still LeBron James. Some say he's the best. Some say MJ's the best. Neither here nor there.
I think it's pretty clear. The GOAT. He's got 6.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there. But, no, to your point, I mean, so I wonder how they're going to do it. So say that LeBron does run the point. So we're going to move Tyrese Maxey to, the 2 shooting guard. Small forward's got to be, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
So are they going to do Edgecombe as a power forward than Embiid at the center? Because Edgecombe, he's a very athletic guy. Gets a lot of, he's able to get rebounds. He's not going to be the guy that drops, 20, 25 points a game for you guys. He might have those nights he's going to go off. But I mean, is that what we're kind of thinking? Is maybe they have Edgecombe running that power forward spot? Or what are you thinking?
I mean, if that's the case, yeah. I think with LeBron at point, he's a good ball distributor.
Yeah.
That's no lie. He's a really great passer. You saw it last year. He will get the ball to who he needs to get the ball to.
Correct, yeah.
And with Edgecombe, I think he'll be a solid power forward. I mean, he's dominant. He's physical. He's not, like you said, he's not going to get that 25, 30 points a game. But you know what? You don't need to with an offense like that. You got shooters on that team, and you are not one of them. And when you're producing the way he should be producing and will be, in my opinion, that team will be just fine.
Yeah.
He'll be just fine.
No, I definitely agree with you on that. But to that point, we wanted to kind of switch topics up. Hit on some baseball. We know the Tigers just finished up a series after the Cubs series, and then of course the Cubs also finished up their series. Why don't you just kind of go into a little bit about the Tigers versus Royals series?
Oh man, it's been a rough series. I feel like the Tigers are a more dominant team than what they displayed. Kansas City Royals, they find their little grooves. They're always there, and we split 2-2. So with the Tigers last series, we went 2-2 in the 4-game series against Kansas City. They came up to Comerica Park. Tigers put a good old couple wins together back to back. We got game 1, 4-3, which in my opinion is a very slow game. But you know what? They're in the late. They're in the late inning, in the 8th inning to be exact. My player of the game, Dylan Dingler, gets 2 hits, 1 walk, and 1 RBI. He doubled in the bottom of the 8th to give the lead, and we never looked back.
Sounds worthy.
That's what I'm saying.
And then I think what was the AAA sundown we had agreed on? That was going to be Torkelson.
Yes.
And I we'll get into a little bit later too, a little bit more about Torkelson.
Yes.
But 4 at bats, and he went 0 for 3, all strikeouts.
The man's a boomer bust right in this game, right? So, had he made contact, that ball was probably going to be sent down to Kansas City, but that's not in the world we live in, right? He missed. He struck out. And, from the outside looking in, yeah, it was horrible. But you know what? Torkelson's one of them guys that – does he deserve the AAA sent down this week for this game? Yes. Of course. But I'm not going to define him off that because, he's been in a lot of situations to where he's actually came in clutch a couple times. That being said, game 2. The player of the game in this game would be my favorite pitcher in the league, Tariq Skubal, right?
It was
7 innings pitched.
Undoubted.
Yes. 7 innings, pitched all of them. 1 earned run, 12 knockouts, 12 strikes. What's your thoughts?
That was just insane. When we talked about it, obviously I'd caught up about just the performance he had, and I think I had actually kind of, we were talking about it earlier today about even Paul Skeens in the Cubs series too, about just his performance, because I was like, oh, maybe, just seeing that, the runs that he'd given up. But Tariq Skubal has put it on quite a performance for a lot of names kind of reaching out about him as we're having a certain deadline approaching. Just saying. It's good for you. If he does get moved, it's good for the Tigers because more value.
Theoretically.
He's showing the numbers he can put up.
He still got it.
But,
he's still got it. It's going to be unfortunate. I feel like he's going to be moved, and ripping him out of Detroit is going to hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
I just don't see talent that's equivalent, which it doesn't have to be equivalent. It just needs to be manageable. I do believe this team still got what it takes to make it to the All-Star game. Yeah, it's a little tough right now. It's a little hard to see through the clouds. But you know what? We still got to push here. Still a lot of season left. But for that game, my AAA sundown, it's going to have to be Dingler. Dylan Dingler was off his point that game. 3 strikeouts.
The difference in just 2 games. Player of the game to AAA send down in the matter of 24 hours.
The next night.
Baseball do it to you. Baseball do it to you.
Baseball is such a ride. Now, Game 3. You can go ahead and let me know about that Game 3. What do you think?
You want me to jump into Game 3?
Jump in on that.
All right.
First loss here.
So, Game 3, the Royals did take a close one from you, 3-2. The player of the game that we had gone off of was going to be Lofton for the Royals. He had a home run in the top of the ninth to give them the lead after you guys had it knotted up at 2-2 apiece. Kind of a dagger in that stage of the game, and Tigers weren't able to kind of rally afterwards, huh?
I thought the Tigers like to do these weird, silly little, I'm going to let them get the lead and got them right where we want them and then come back, right? I didn't see that energy this game. Right when he hit that home run, I kind of sensed a little bit of a non-urgent situation from the Tigers, and sure enough, they went up and down real quick, and it sucks. But that being said, I'm going to get my AAA send down in that game. Kevin McGonigal, 0 for 4.
I was not that familiar with McGonigal. I wasn't.
Oh my God.
I had saw things back in spring training, and I was like, whoa. I was like, look at that guy all dripped out. And then he had 3 errors in the game or something, first spring training game.
Yeah.
And then Cubs series, I was like, dang, okay, that's who you're talking about. I was like, all right, I get you.
He is a fan favorite. He's one of the better prospects I've seen in a long time. Kevin McGonigal's it.
But then I saw this, and I was like, we all got our off nights, right?
Very uncharacteristic.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, 0 for 4. He struck out once, a couple ground outs, a fly out. He's making contact. At least it's not like, a previous player we discussed with all strikeouts. That's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. That being said, Game 4, much of the same. You have the player of the game, Massey, 1-2 as a pinch hitter. 1-4-2. 1 home run, 2 RBIs, top of 8 to give the lead. Again, these late home runs with the RBIs, they kill us late, especially in this series. Again, though, outside the defense, our offense just isn't clicking. 5-4, that's a close game. That's something you can hang your hat on. But when you have the lead late in the game like we have been, and losing it to home runs, I get it. Some balls just are in the zone, and the batter up has a good contact on it, right? That's beside the point. But offense, Gleyber Torres. What are my players send down in the week right now? Gleyber Torres. Game 4, 0 for 5, 2 strikeouts. Gleyber Torres is better than that. He is one of the veterans on this team that needs to be performing at a higher level, and he has been. But the consistency is in question right now. He came back off that injury a couple weeks ago, I believe, for the Cubs series. Last week.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, dude. He started off hot. Consistent. Not hot, but he wasn't terrible. And then all of a sudden he falls out the face. Whoa. I don't get it.
No, I get you.
He had a bad game.
What did we look at earlier today? We were looking at the cap space situation with Tariq Skubal. You were like, oh, you should just pay him. And then we looked at the cap space situation, and the highest paid player on your roster right now is Valdez, the pitcher that was pulled in Game 2 in the first inning. He was at $36 million. Then you had, of course, Skubal at $32, and then it was Torres.
I say we pay Skubal and move Valdez.
That's a hot take.
He's still an ace on a lot of teams.
You're right.
Valdez is good. He's a great starter. And we pulled him in speculation of the Tariq Skubal season this season with moving him. There's been a lot of talk, even as far back as last season. We're going to move Tariq. We're going to move Tariq Skubal. You got a 2-time Cy Young Award winner. You got one of the best pitchers the league has. You know, the last two seasons he's been dominant, and he's worth a lot of money. A lot of money the Tigers simply don't have.
No.
But again, you go out, you're paying Trey Skubal $32 million a year.
Yeah, it's $32 million, and he's on the 1 year deal
right
now.
On the 1 year deal, and he's going to get money. He's going to get paid. He's going to get that back. But Framber Valdez, $35 million a year.
$36 million a year.
Oh, even better. $36 million a year. I don't know about you, but when I watched him pitch the last at pitch here, getting pulled in the first inning, I was like, you know what? That's money well spent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's only one game, right?
Only one game. Yeah, sure. I get that. But no pitcher should have that bad of a round right off rip.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get you.
Does A.J. Hinch need a little more patience? Does he give him a whole inning to recover? Like, that's got to hurt a guy's confidence.
Well, yeah, but also, I mean, when you're in that part of the game, I mean, back to the Cubs series, when he got pulled in the first inning, I mean, he gave up 6 runs. I mean, there's you as like as a manager, you're not able to go in that situation and be like, oh, we gotta let this keep happening, let it play out a little bit, because they went up there and he got a little talking to, like, hey, boost your confidence, get up there, whatever, and then continue to obviously walk in runs and let up singles for the Cubs to obviously go off of, but one thing I'm kind of doing, just kind of looking at the scores here, they were 1-run games. Every single one of the games, all 4 games, ended in 1 run, either with obviously the Tigers taking the first 2 and Royals taking the second 2. So it's not like either team was getting absolutely bullied.
That's division for you.
But I agree with you. I agree.
Yeah.
At least your division. Wait till we get the Cubs and Tigers.
Absolutely. Yeah, kind of them Brewers.
No, whoa, wait, we won't say that name on here. But okay, so for the player of the series, we did want to decide on the man, the myth, the legend.
Scoop. I mean, Scooble's it.
How many more times can you say that?
Scooble. I'll say it 29 times. I want him staying in Detroit because I love seeing that name. When I see him up on the schedule, I get a little sense of comfort, excitement, and I know where I'm putting my money.
You think automatic win? You think that Tigers money line? I
didn't say that, but I did say I'm about to get some money.
I love it.
My AAA sent down in the series that we have discussed. It's going to have to be my boy, Spencer Torkelson. I love him. I love the guy. 1 for 10 in the whole series. Mind you, he only played 3 games. Started 3 games, sorry.
How many strikeouts?
5 strikeouts. 1 hit. Dude, I'm just appalled. It was shocking. I didn't believe the numbers when we saw them.
I was about to say, I was telling you, I was going through the numbers. He's like, there's no way. I was like, no, dude. I was like, here, let me back it up a few times for you.
Absolutely. But I tried to back you up, Torkelson, so if you see this, I'm sorry. I did not know the stats.
Hey, there's always down series.
Let's go down to that Cubs and Pirates series, the AAA game itself. I'm just playing.
Whoa. So, of course, the Cubs, they took care of business in Game 1. It was a little bit of a rocky one. They had to take some extra innings, but, of course, ended up pulling that one through 3-2.
Yeah, you did.
Of course, player of the game has got to be, PCA. He went 2 for 4, and one of those hits, of course, being a home run, which tied the game up. Obviously, we had Swanson come in, finish it off, get that RBI. I'm sorry, he got the RBI, and I believe, it was Swanson who hit the RBI for the Cubs to get the lead. So, that was great to see. But AAA send down, kind of in the same boat as Torkelson, wouldn't you say, just looking at the numbers?
I like Michael Busch.
I do too.
I really do. He's been one of my favorite Cubs to watch this season. I obviously don't sit down and watch all the Cubs games, but he is a lot like Torkelson. When he's good, he's consistent most of the time. But this 0 for 5 at bats with two strikeouts, it's unacceptable, especially in a close game. 3-2, you guys played a metric game, right? I mean, you guys came back and you guys were down most of that game. But you know what? Pirates is a good ball club. So, Michael Busch, you're better than that.
Yeah. Hey, just off game. Just like Torkelson, right? Off game. Yeah, for sure. Whoa, chill. And not an off game when it came to Game 2. I thought this game was pretty fun to watch. I mean, a good 11-0 game against the Pirates. And who was the pitcher? It was Livy Dunn's boyfriend, Mr. Paul Skeens.
Yep.
And I gotta say, I mean, I gave PCA game 1. Yeah, it's a little bit. Could have been a few different ways. Pretty low score game. But he earned it in game 2. He went 4 for 5. He had 3 RBIs, 3 runs, and another home run. Back-to-back games, home run to help the Cubs get to that 11-0 win on Skeens.
Outside of that score, Paul Skeens did what he needed to do. How many strikeouts did we see earlier he had?
Back to the point earlier, he did give up, I think it was 5 runs, but he had 11 strikeouts through 5 innings.
Insane.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't pull it myself.
I mean, that's the Pirates' offense not helping it out, right? I mean, the Pirates' defense obviously letting up 11. It's hurtful. But that offense, I feel like they stayed at the hotel. I don't know. I mean,
I can't blame Skeens for that one, but I had to throw a little shot,
Of course.
PCA and Skeens got a little bit of a little back and forth because apparently I didn't know this until I watched that game. Livy Dunn's favorite player in the MLB besides Paul Skeens, can you guess it?
PCA.
Yeah, ain't that wild? And I think PCA gets the better of Skeens, unfortunately for Miss Livy Dunn.
Imagine.
Crazy. But AAA sent down. I feel like I'm a little bit of a broken record, so I'm gonna let you take this one.
Dude, Alex Bregman, you are not helping your case. This man is the biggest critic of you right now. You have not been performing. And Alex Bregman, you will be the AAA send down of Game 2 versus the Pirates. 0 for 5, 2 strikeouts. Can't do it, man.
Yeah,
you are the most inconsistent. Or actually starting to become a little more consistent.
In the wrong department. I mean, you get 11-0 score. That's a score.
Everybody's hitting.
Everybody was hitting.
Except
Bregman. Except Bregman. I don't know what he was seeing out there. I don't know what he took before the game.
Man. He was,
apparently. But of course, every team can't be perfect because then we go into Game 3. Pirates did take that one 8-7. I will say it was a lot uglier until later innings. The Cubs were making quite a bit of a comeback, and then Suzuki he hit a 2-run.
I did see that start.
Yeah, and he hit a 2 RBI home run in the I think it was the top of the 9th, and it just came down to Ian Happ, runner on first. And, of course, Happ is doing what he's been doing a lot more consistently with striking out. But you know what? If it was Alex Bregman, I wouldn't. I just turned off the TV. But sorry, Bregman. My bad. But yeah, why don't you read off the player of the game for the Pirates?
Player of the game for the Pirates, O'Hearn. You had O'Hearn 1 for 2, 1 hit, 4 RBI, 2 runs, grand slam. He cleared all the bases in one swing.
It's hard not to give it to him.
A huge piece of that success that game.
Yeah, it's hard not to give it to him.
O'Hearn with that grand slam. It's hard to beat that.
Yeah,
gotta love 4 RBIs.
Yeah, I couldn't argue. There was a few other Pirates players that could have obviously, been in our discussion about who we're gonna pick for that game. But O'Hearn definitely deserved that one for sure.
Yeah. Here's a fun one. Our AAA send down for this one is the catcher himself, Mr. Kelly.
0 for 4.
0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. He was playing like I don't even know how he was playing. I'm sorry. I'm just shocked. I did not expect that.
I feel like we're kind of foreshadowing a little bit of going into the series. Player of the series, AAA send down.
Yeah, for everybody absolutely. So for everybody that isn't a part of our conversations, we've been talking very highly of the MLB's catchers in totality,
yes.
Right? We're very impressed with how much better catchers are and how diverse they really are. They're not just a catcher anymore. They're some of the stronger hitters, some of the strongest athletes on your team. More or less some of the most important players on your team. A good catcher will take a team far. And then for Kelly to just come out of nowhere and just absolutely lay an A for this entire series.
Yeah.
He got the triple A send down this week. He got a 0-7 at bats, 3 strikeouts in 2 games.
And then
way to humble us on our conversation.
Yeah.
Overhyping catchers, maybe. I don't know. I mean, Dylan Dingler had his moments, but he's still, he was productive.
No.
I don't know.
It was a shock for sure, especially, I know with the AAA send down for even game 1, when it came to Bush, Kelly was also in that conversation.
Absolutely.
They benched him game 2. Amaya was the catcher. And then, of course, Garcia Kelly came back game 3, and he laid an egg again. But, yeah, no, he definitely got, obviously the AAA send-down for the series.
Absolutely.
But, of course, we can't say AAA send-down for a series without including the honorable mention
Alex
Bregman.
Over 8, 2 strikeouts in 2 games.
2 games.
Bregman.
2 players with 0 for 7 and then 0 for 8. Bregman, Kelly, come on, guys. I need a little bit more. Kelly, I expect more from you. Bregman, I don't got much to say for you. It's expected at this point. Unfortunately, it is expected. But hopefully that comes and bites me in the ass.
Absolutely. But you know what? That's enough talk about MLB for a day.
Hey, you forgot. You forgot the player of the series. You're really going to skip over.
Of course
I know you're tired of saying it.
I'm tired of saying it. PCA, 7 for 14 on the series, 5 RBIs, 4 runs, and 2 home runs. Of course, we got to give it to PCA. He's just a dog. He's consistent. One of my favorite players of the league. First to the cycle this year. Of course, he's joined by Mr. Who was it? Tony Peters.
White Sox.
Tony Peters from the White Sox. I believe it is.
Is it?
Sorry if I slaughtered his name. Anyway, yeah. They just he just claimed that partnership with him this season. But you know what? I'm ready for the Tigers to break that cycle streak. Hey, what did we see? August 1st, 2006 was the last cycle completed by a Detroit Tiger.
Wow.
20 years almost on the day.
That's a why. I think you guys are a little overdue. But hey, you'll get there one day, right?
Yeah, maybe. We got McGonagall. He'll get there.
Yeah. I will say before we're gonna move on though, I just gotta give a little bit PCA props because I looked it over and I saw he is second in the running right now for the NL MVP.
Who's first?
Who do you think's first? Come on, the only guy in the league that's an elite pitcher and hitter.
The Brewer himself?
Oh no! Even with missing as much time as he did, of course it's Ohtani. But I gotta say, Pete does have the best WAR percentage in the entire MLB.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, could we see Pete Crow Armstrong win MVP this season for the NL?
I can see it.
I'd love to see it. First one since Chris Bryant back in 2016.
It'll be good for you guys. It'll be good.
But on that note, let's transition down to the football aspect. The
season we are waiting for.
Yeah, we are waiting for it. We are waiting for it.
No disrespect to the MLB world. We love our baseball. But we have been talking some mad football, and we are so ready. Because this Sunday is the last Sunday without football for the next so many months.
Yeah, until February when the Bears play on Valentine's. February 14th, 2027. Mark your calendars, calling it. MVP right here, Mr. 18. But just putting that out.
That is why we don't do drugs. That being said, we're gonna start off with a little fun skit here. We're gonna take our favorite teams' division, which happens to be the NFC North. My team's the Detroit Lions. His team is the Chicago Bears. That being said, we're going to take these NFC North teams. We're going to predict their schedule. He's going to predict the Lions and the Vikings schedule, and I will be predicting the Packers and the Bears schedule.
Why does it take you so long to say it?
I get a sick taste in my mouth.
Listen, I will start wiping my ass with this trash up here if you want to start throwing shade, sir.
So I'm going to let you go and lead off here.
All right. So we got you guys opening up. Looks like we got it at home. Kicking the season off against the Saints, 1 o'clock, September 13th. What do you got to say about it?
We're going to start strong. We always win week 1, with the exception of last year. We're going to take the Saints.
You think you're going to take the
We're
Saints?
definitely going to win that game.
You got a score prediction? You think? Oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
High scoring,
I think
blowout.
it's going to be starting off slow, 27-10.
27-10. Okay. Yeah. Who do you think is going to be a big performer in that? You think it's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs, just for those fantasy owners out there?
Yeah, of course. Jahmyr Gibbs is always a hands down, go for it. He's going to dominate.
Okay.
It's going to be hard for any of our offensive players not to dominate that game. I mean, the Saints historically is not the best.
Yeah.
They are an NFC South team.
Hey, they were a team there for a while, and now Drew Brees is no longer around, so obviously a little bit different. But I like the kid, Tyler Schruck. I like him.
He needs to prove more.
What?
This could be a breakout season for him. I don't know. I use that term very loosely. Breakout being above a 500 record.
Okay.
I think he's got pieces around him. Alvin Kamara just restructured that contract to stay there.
And they got ETN.
They do have ETN. They got a good running back there, man. And you got. I don't know. That'll be an interesting club to watch this year.
Yeah, well, for sure. But we'll
They're
move
a young
on.
team in the core position, so I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll move on to week 2. Lions at the Bills' new stadium. What do you think?
That one, I'm a little nervous about. So historically, yeah, it's very. I mean, week 2 for us last year was excellent, right? I think we beat a team 52 to whatever they scored, a couple garbage time. Anyways, oh, wait
a minute! I just come on.
So the previous few years under Dan Campbell, week 2 has been a nightmare for us. We lost to the Bucs a couple years back. We lost to the Seahawks. We're just not a week 2 team, and I think that's going to hold true this season. As much as I would love to win, I don't think we're going to go into the Buffalo Bills' new stadium and beat them. I think they're going to beat us in a close one, 24-21. I think we're just going to come up a little short in that one.
You really think that it's going to be that low scoring of a game? And
I do.
Not to say anything here, but you think it's just because you guys don't perform good in week 2? I think the Buffalo Bills have had your number the last few times you guys have played, if I'm not mistaken. Close games.
They're all close games.
But high scoring, which, if I'm looking at this, I think, look at the line secondary. I mean,
absolutely.
Joseph is currently on the PUP list. You said Brian Brandt's currently on the PUP list. No Terrion Arnold. So starting cornerback is what, Rockison or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, that's not the point.
I'm just saying the same thing for the Bills. I'm going to say the same thing for the Bills. Their secondary is not strong. I'm expecting. I'd like to see 40 plus.
So I mean, I'm not seeing 40 plus. I mean,
really?
40 plus? I mean, the games are going to be low scoring. I mean, yes, Josh Allen and that offense is always miraculous, but I mean, you're counting out our D line and linebacking core. We got solid. Yeah, absolutely. We got a solid defense outside of secondary, and of course, Josh Allen, as we know, can sling the shit out. And he's got a new guy in town, anyways, and DJ Moore. I don't know. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be low scoring. I mean, it always seems to be. Okay. I can't make it make sense, but I think it's gonna be a 24-21 Bills game.
All right, respect. I could see that if it was in maybe December, November. I could see slow scoring. I'm gonna take it being a high scoring, but and with that being said, we're gonna move on to, of course, week 3. So you guys are going back home to face the New York Jets, led by Geno Smith himself.
Dub.
That's all we got for that one.
Yeah.
On to week 4. Lions are going back on the road to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Yep, and that one I have as a dub as well. Yeah, they got us a couple years ago when we were making that miraculous playoff push that ended up falling short a couple years back. But you know what? I think we got them. Carolina is a weird place to play. A lot of players I hear don't like it. They don't like the I don't know what's going on with it. The grass, the turf there is too tough. Or I don't know. Players seem to get hurt there. So I'm just hoping we get out of there with a healthy team and a dub. And I think we will. I think it'll be closer than people think. Carolina Panthers always been that like trappy feel, you know.
Yeah, they're not even an interesting play.
It's not statistically, but they're good.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. It's not even just that, you know, it may be a bad place to play necessarily, or weird places. I should say bad, weird place to play. They're just a weird team to play. You don't know what Carolina are going to get. You might get the Carolina that went and beat the Rams. You might get the Carolina that went and played them in the wild card and almost beat them. I mean, you don't know.
I won a lot of money on that game.
Oh.
That was the craziest.
Wild game.
What? Dude, I threw $2 out there to see what I was doing. That late cover was crazy.
I think the game after was a little bit wilder, but I mean, who knows?
It was nuts. Regardless. Well, yeah, to your point, the Panthers are a weird team.
They are a weird point. We're a very weird team.
But I do have the Lions taking that down.
All right, so that's going to put you guys at. We are looking at 3-1 then. Moving into week 5, you are going to be on the road again against the Cardinals.
No.
Do we even know who the quarterback is? Is it going to be Jacoby Brissett?
I believe it is. I don't think it's going to be Jacoby Brissett. Maybe, but Carson Beck, I guess, is performing. I mean, you're paying all that cheap money for a quarterback. You got to try him out.
Put him out there. Why not? It's a new toy.
Worked for Brock Purdy.
It did. It did.
I don't know. I don't like Carson Beck personally. But you know what? He might be the guy. You know, I've been wrong about players before. What do I know? I'm still working a 9 to 5, so I'm not a professional athlete, so I can't really do anything.
Fair enough.
But talk my opinion.
Fair enough. I will say though, looking back at the Buffalo Bills game and Panthers game, those are actually both on prime time.
Yeah, of course.
So okay, just putting that out there. Just putting it out there.
Unfortunately, JG is gonna lose on the primetime game. He doesn't lose often on primetime.
We'll see about that one. But anyways, on to we're going back home for you guys, facing your first division rival, Green Bay Packers.
Yes, the Packers. We take an L there.
Ooh.
I can't see us sweeping the Packers, but you know what? I don't think we're going to beat them at home. I think we'll beat them at their place, and I got the split here. So I think we're going to lose at home to the Packers. Of course, I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I got.
Okay.
Gotcha. I got us losing 17-10. So.
Okay, gotcha. So you guys are going to be sitting at, looks like 5-2, going into back-to-back divisional games. You're going to be hosting the Minnesota Vikings.
Chalk that as a dub. Okay. We're going to sweep the Vikings this year. Yeah, last year we got swept. But you know what?
Ooh,
that backup quarterback was fierce, man. Anyways, no.
It wasn't even 9.
It wasn't even
crazy part.
No, I think we're gonna come back to reality. We gave the Vikings their moment, and we're gonna try to send the Vikings down to the cellar this year. Yeah, okay. I mean that's where they kind of were looking that they were gonna look like they were gonna fall to the cellar this last year, right? I mean, we all thought so up until the last 3 weeks. That somehow they threw us in the cellar. I don't know. I thought the Vikings were taking the cellar for first time in a long time. Toward the end of the last season, but this season I think we're going to put it in reality and we're going to beat them. All right. I think we're going to sweep them.
All right. Well, we're moving on to 6-2, and then you're going on the road to the Sunshine State to play the Miami Dolphins.
That's a dub. That's a dub. I mean, who's their quarterback? Michael Penix or no? You got Malik Willis. Yeah, Malik Willis. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a hard-fought dub, but I think Malik Willis is one of those weird quarterbacks that can have a career game, any game. But like after watching him against the Bears, he's so good. He gets in this position to win, and all he has to do is essentially just control the ball.
Yeah.
He says, "Fuck that," gives it right back to you guys. Malik Willis is a guy that does not want to win, it seems like, but he's so good he can win any game he plays.
I think it's fair. I'm just paying him like
that, right? I think absolutely. I think he's going to play good. I think we'll play better,
Okay. So chalking up to 7-2.
7-2, yep.
Ooh. Going international for this one. We are going to have the Lions and Patriots in Germany.
That one was a tough one for me. Everything in my head tells me the Patriots will win that game because I think Drake May personally will take a step forward. As much as I've always hated that Patriot bandwagon growing up, then they fell off, and then all of a sudden they reappeared and reemerged into a Super Bowl without a Tom Brady. It was kind of crazy. No Belichick, no Tom Brady, but we got a Vrabel May show going. Those two could be the next dynasty. I want to pick the Patriots in this. As a Lions fan, that hurts. But at the same time, I think going overseas, abroad, I feel like the Lions are going to prepare better. So I feel like the Lions are going to squeak out with a dub.
Really?
I do. Everything in my head tells me Patriots are going to win. So let that be noted. Had we stayed stateside and Patriots came to Ford Field, I think the Patriots would walk in and walk out with that W. But being over in Germany, I think the Lions are going to have a better prep game plan. I think the Patriots are still really young. I feel like on the end of the day, it's going to be Lions ball. But again, like I said, Patriots are one of those teams I think will step forward and have a good season again.
Okay, so that's going to move you on to then 8-2. All right.
8-2
Not biased at all, but okay.
I'm just being honest. Seller sucks.
All right, and then after you guys take that little trip, you're going to come back home, play the Buccaneers. What are we thinking?
I think we'll lose one to the NFC South, and I think that one's going to be the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield is a hell of a quarterback. He's one of my top 3 quarterbacks in the league. You hear how much praise I have of him. I just love his style. He is just a true old school quarterback. Lowers his head when he needs to. He don't give a shit. He'll run right through your face. He don't care about the slide. He's going to run right into you. He is an excellent quarterback, and he can go off any given time. And that Buccaneers team is not one to count out. Yeah, they missed playoffs last year off some bullshit. In my opinion, the Panthers are very deserving from that. I don't believe that was the right team to send. I think the Bucs just
gave us a hell of a game.
I feel like they did. But the Buccaneers were more deserving, given they did lose it at the end and stumbled. But I think the Buccaneers will take us. That will be the NFC South loss for us.
Okay, and that's going to move you guys to 8-3, going into Thanksgiving.
Dub.
Which I was.
Dub.
We
don't lose to the Bears.
We do not lose to the Bears. You never lose to the Bears.
No.
Okay, listen. First of all, let's look back at the whole Thanksgiving. You guys having the issue with actually winning.
And you guys helped us break that streak.
Listen, it was one time. It was a fluke. Caleb Williams. Look, Matt Eberflus, dude. Matt Eberflus is the reason we lost that game. You know it. We all know it.
Hold up.
First of all, I will say thank you for the tickets to this game, first and foremost. And I'm going to go watch the Bears beat the Lions on Thanksgiving. But if you want to be biased, that's fine.
Sure.
We'll chalk it up for you.
We're 5-6 for the last 6 matchups against y'all.
All right.
We just don't lose to the Bears.
Don't live in the past.
I'm just living now, baby.
9-3. Don't live in the past. Then you are going on the road to face the Falcons.
Dubsky.
Really?
Yeah, we're beating the Falcons. Come on. I mean, let's be real.
You don't think
out of all the teams in that schedule, you don't think Tua?
Tua is gonna throw.
You think Tua's gonna throw all
defense?
Absolutely. Yeah, our defense is gonna have a hell of a game. I mean, yeah, if that was a bad thing, right? Anyway, no, dude, I'm telling you, the Falcons are not it. I don't think they're quite out of that rebuild yet. I know people are gonna hate me for saying that. Some people are gonna be, oh, we're not in a rebuild. We got all these pieces. Yeah, you're right. You do have a Kyle Pitts. He's playing out of his mind there at the end. Bijan Robinson, arguably top 3 running back in the league, right? He's such a versatile player. He's excellent, great. Your line's not bad. I think that's somewhere in the mid pack, so like 15, 16 area. Where you guys struggle is defense. I mean, their defense, NFC South defenses, are atrocious.
They just like to sleep through the games.
Well, their defenses look decent when they're playing each other because their offenses are all so underperforming.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to think, like, defensive-wise last season, the Panthers actually had a pretty good defensive unit in the later half of the season. They were decent. That's the reason they got to the playoffs. The reason they fought against the Rams. I mean,
did they have a losing record last year?
They had tied with the Falcons, the Bucks, and for all 8 and 9.
Unreal, unbelievable.
Yeah, compared to the NFC North, where every team would have made it damn near. Same with the NFC. The NFC
the
West.
The fourth.
They all didn't make it.
The number 4 team in the NFC North was a winning record at 9-8.
Yep, just saying.
But let me ask you this: before we get back to the schedule. Which division, in your opinion, is more competitive? NFC West or NFC North?
I would like to say the NFC North, just because in the West they have the Cardinals.
Of course.
But, I mean, you got a team that had a banged-up 49ers squad that still played lights out. Mm-hmm. And then you, of course, had the reigning champs, Seattle Seahawks, which are obviously, I think, going to regress from last year with all the losses they had in the offseason.
Kenneth Walker to the Kansas City Chiefs. Ugh.
Yeah, and then, of course, you got the Rams, the number one offense last season. And Matt Stafford getting his MVP, and, you know, they were just this close to getting the Super Bowl. But I'm going to say NFC North. Might be a little biased, but I mean, look at the records. Records speak for themselves. We had 4 teams that competed, all finishing with a winning record, and you know, West didn't. But
absolutely.
Just putting that out there. But that's going to move you on to 10-3, and then we're going to go into. Looks like you're going to be going back home December 13th to face Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans.
I like Cam Ward coming out of college. He's a great player, great athlete. I think the Titans are just not there yet. We take this dub. I just don't see the Titans being over that hump yet.
11-3, going into another divisional matchup. And you said this earlier. You used to get to stand by it on primetime at Minnesota.
We're winning it. We don't lose 2 primetime games. We just don't do it. With that primetime game against the Bills in week 2 being a chalked up loss, we're not losing that Vikings primetime game. Not over there in Minneapolis.
Really? So you right now, with 3 games left in the season,
yes, sir,
you're sitting at 12-3.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. Then, of course, we're going December 28th. Giants, Lions, another primetime game. Yeah, so you are hosting
New York
the Giants.
Teams, man. I'm tired of playing all these New York teams together. We obviously take that dub. I mean, Jackson Dart's a dog. Cam Scatterboo will run right through a wall. I think he does that shit for fun. But honestly, I think the Giants.
Ain't that the truth?
Honestly, a lot of these teams fall to a trap game, and I feel like the Giants would be my trap team. I told you this a couple days ago. I think the Giants are going to compete. I think the Giants will make a playoff spot. In my most educated, if you will, guess and prediction, I mean, I think the Giants are going to be a team to watch this year. Okay. They are going to be a playoff team. Do they win the division? I don't think so. Now with the Eagles and
Cowgirls,
Cowgirls, and how even the Commanders. Yeah, I think Commanders take a step back to normality. Jaden Daniels has got to stay healthy, but I think the Giants will compete in that division, ultimately succumbing to it. But I do see them in a wild card spot, Cody. I got to tell you, we're going to lose that game.
You're going to lose the game.
We're going to lose that Giants game.
You're spinning this back around from a dub to a loss.
It's a trap.
Giants.
It's a trap game.
Interesting.
And I think at that point, we're going to be kind of cruise control.
Interesting.
I just feel like the Giants will be a team to watch.
So you think that cruise control going 3 games like that, you guys are having this. What do you think you're having this leverage of the division that you're in first, or already secured a spot?
I didn't say that. I think we're going to be competing for the division this year.
Okay. So that's going to move you to 13-4 with 2 games left. And, of course, we're going to have the second showdown.
Of course.
Lions at Bears.
No.
You think you're going to sweep again? What? You're talking crazy.
We are going to 3-peat.
You were talking crazy.
I want you to clip this and save this and put a reminder on that date right there, January 3rd.
You're talking crazy.
And I want you to understand, and for the record, we're not going to that game. Not like we did last year. It was fucking cold.
It was cold.
Anyways, I want you to remember this day. We're going to sweep you guys 3-peat. It's just how it is, dude.
I really hope the Bears sweep the Lions. I had them marked up, and we'll get to that as a split. But after what he's talking right now, he's talking crazy. I'm hoping the Bears put belt to ass. But anyways, like I said, he can have his selections. That's going to put him at 14-4 with rounding out the season with your second matchup with the Green Bay Packers, which you said that you were also splitting, or what are you thinking?
We are splitting with the Packers. What's all this also splitting? No, I think we only split with the. Did I say we're splitting with the Vikings? I did, didn't I? No.
No,
we're
you said
the Vikings, sweeping the Bears.
I thought you just said earlier.
Nope, splitting the Packers. I don't know what it is with them, but we'll beat them late in the season at their place. It'll be tough, but I think it can be done.
Gotcha. So rounding it back out, so we're looking at what you got down 15-3. Is you're going to be taking a dub against the Saints. You're going to be losing to the Bills, 1-1. Then we're going on the Jets, 2-1. Yep. Panthers, 3-1. Cardinals, 4-1. Then you're going to lose the game to the Packers, right? With game 1.
Absolutely.
So that's going to put you at 4-2. Taking the Vikings game, moving on to 5-2. Dolphins, 6-2. Patriots, 7-2. Bucks, loss, 7-3. Bears win 8-3. Falcons win 9-3. Titans win 10-3. Vikings win 11-3. Giants loss 11-4. Win over the Bears 12-4. And then you're gonna beat the Packers to go on to 13-4 on the season.
Yep.
All right, you heard it first. That's his predictions. Now let's get back to reality a little bit. I think it's time for you to ask me about the Bears.
All right, well, let me just pull that up here. So, Bears, all right, let's see it. All right, with the Bears season we have coming up, we got September 13th. It is not a home opener. It is indeed on the road against our dark sleeper horse. Is that how you say that?
Dark horse or
dark
sleeper.
Horse.
I don't think you put the two words
Absolutely
together. But I got it. I got the
They are a team that will sneak up on you. The Carolina Panthers. What are your predictions?
This is going to be a game that could go either way. I'm going to chalk it up as an L. I think we're going to open up against Carolina on the road as an L.
You're shitting me. That's your NFC South team.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to take an L.
Okay.
I'll take it. I don't want to justify it too much either way. I like what Carolina's kind of building there. I think the Bears get off to a little bit of a slower start. Sure. I just expect it from them, but
they started slow last year, and you see where that got.
I'll take 0-1 to start off the season.
0-1. Maybe it'll be a good humbling situation. Game 2, you have Minnesota Vikings coming to town for your season opener. Divisional right off rip.
Give me 9. Give me Kyler. Give me a Bears dub at the home opener for the Vikings. I'm not. Listen, I think you have a better shot with Kyler Murray. I hope he's the starter. I think they are just dragging it along.
Sure.
I like the Bears, and I think that week 1 wake-up call is going to drive them to a big win in week 2.
I hear you. I'm not mad about that pick. Yeah, no, I think the Vikings started off strong with you guys last year with that stupid
fourth quarter.
I was pulling for you guys.
Come on, man. We had the dub in our pocket, and
you did.
Whatever.
Hey, I know a guy that also said that, Malik Willis. Anyway, game 3, we got the Eagles coming right back to Chicago. Back-to-back home games. What's your hot take? I know last year you guys got them by 9 points.
They got some garbage time points. It was more. But anyways, if you watch the game, dominated on all ends. And if I'm not mistaken, is that a primetime game?
That is a primetime game. 8:15 p.m. on the 28th of September.
I'm just going to put it out there now. Just for obvious of somebody that we watched. Frauds. The Eagles are frauds. Give me a dub. Look at Eagles had their fun in the sun. The time's over. I think the Bears are going to do what they did again last year and run all over their defense.
Honestly, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I'm by far not a Bears fan. And I will talk shit every moment I get with you. But the Eagles is one of them teams I hate more than the Dallas Cowboys as of recent. Man, I got to tell you, that's one of the most overrated teams I've ever seen. Oh, my gosh.
I agree.
Yeah, they win a lot and they beat my Lions. But you know what? Who hasn't beat my Lions? Anyways, game 5. Sorry, game 4, week 4. You got New York Jets coming to Chicago. Dang, 3 back-to-back home games. How'd you guys get so fortunate?
Fortunate? Did you look at your schedule? You have the easiest schedule in the NFL.
We earned that.
You earned
As
it.
you earned this. Anywho.
You earned it. Anyways,
Let's get
don't
back to it.
don't even ask me the question. Come on, chop it up.
Aaron Glenn coming in. You're just gonna write him off.
Come on. Get out of here with that.
All right. I agree with it. Week 5, you got the Bears going to Lambeau, where you guys have historically struggled.
I will say the tide has turned when the Bears go to Lambeau since the Caleb Williams era has started. I believe he has a winning record against the Packers in Lambeau, which as a Bears fan, that has been a place that we have feared with number 12 there. Obviously, it's a new era. Jordan Love had his fun. I think the Chicago Cubs are going to drop that game.
Chicago Bears.
Cubs. Bears. Sorry, MLB talk.
PCA can never play football.
I think they're gonna drop that game. I think they're gonna drop that game. Unfortunately.
Whoa, you got the Bears losing that.
I switched it on you.
Yeah, you did.
I switched it on you.
All right. That's fine. Now you're gonna go south down to the game we are going to be attending. Atlanta Falcons going down to Atlanta.
Listen, the streak of me going to Bears game and the Bears losing will end this season, as the Bears will take out Tua. He will be seeing lots of ghosts, and the Bears will be.
I got to tell you, I really hope we don't go all the way down there to watch the Bears lose to the Falcons, because, for one, I'm not about to stay in the hotel with a guy that's whining all night. And that's what he will be doing, because that is the game you should win. Listen.
We're going to take that dub, or we're going to move on.
Absolutely. All right. And then the Patriots come to town.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, it is Patriots, it is Seahawks back-to-back, right?
Yeah, you got Patriots and the Seahawks.
Both
Mind you,
prime time?
that Patriots primetime, and so is the Seahawks game. You got 2 primetime games with the former Super Bowl matchup.
So
how
here's where it's
big of a
little
slap
crazy.
to the face is that you guys were 2 games away.
Yeah.
We were 1, but it's fine.
Hey, give me a dub.
No.
Give me a dub.
All right, you got the dub on the Patriots.
In Chicago, give me a dub.
On the Pats, all right. But the next game is in Seattle.
Give me a dub.
That's crazy. Diabolical.
Give me a dub.
You are not
Give me a dub. Give me a dub.
All right.
The regression of the Patriots and the regression of the Seahawks is going to be crazy.
Absolutely. They're not going to ride the top like they have, but it's hard to.
I'm just telling you. Listen, that was the Seahawks. There's a more... and I think Seahawks might be the Bears, but I think the Bears, after watching and getting a slap in the face for the fact that they were supposed to be the matchup, they opening the season off Bears in Seattle, which would have almost been the NFC Championship game if the Bears obviously made it past the Rams in the closing seconds. But I'm telling you, the Bears are going to put the NFL on notice that they can compete with anybody, and I think that's where it's going to start.
The Bears. All right. After the Seattle game, you got Tampa Bay coming to town.
Give me a dub.
You got Baker losing that.
I got Baker. I mean, I love Baker, but I think the Bears can get that one done too.
All right. And then the following week, you got the New Orleans Saints coming to town. What is up with your guys' home stretches?
I don't know, but I mean, I'll just chalk that up as another dub.
Yeah, of course.
I'll take it. Give me another dub.
And then my personal favorite. November 26th, Thanksgiving Day. The Chicago Bears are heading to Detroit for a
dub.
No fucking way.
Listen. I'm not being unrealistic, but yeah, give me a dub. Why not?
I hear you, and I respect that.
Give me a dub.
But you know what? I'm gonna disagree with you.
Hey, we heard yours already.
December 6th. This is after a bye week. No, it's not. I stand correct. Sorry about that, folks. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars coming to Chicago. Trevor Lawrence, he was hot last year. What did we see? 13 wins last year. Them Jags are not the same old Jags.
No, I agree. And I think that, hey, no one can be perfect. And I think actually that's going to be where the Bears are going to end that winning streak right there against the Jags.
See, I can't agree with that.
I honestly,
it's a December game in Chicago.
I don't know I just feel like there's going to be games next year where the Bears are going to play fantastic, and there's going to be games that they're going to fall short.
Absolutely.
And I agree. I think that it should be a game the Bears will win. But, hey, we've seen crazier things, and I think that's going to be one the Bears are going to fall in, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Well, then the next week, you're going right down to Florida to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, give me that dub. Don't need to talk more about that. Give me
No
it.
more talk.
Who's the number one receiver for the Dolphins again? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, I'm drawing a blank. Jalen Waddle just left.
Yeah, that's all I need. That's all I need. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay, cool. And then the Bears go up to Buffalo.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
we got a primetime showdown
in December in Buffalo. I would love to see a Bears upset. I think it will be a competitive game. Two teams that are loving playing in the cold.
I don't
I think
know
it's going to be a competitive
loving,
game.
but it's definitely going to be played in the cold.
They sure seem to love it for the most part.
It's all persona.
But, yeah, no, that's going to be an L for the Bears.
Okay, you got the Bears losing that one. Okay.
Yep.
Green Bay comes to Chicago, the dreaded land of the Bears.
I gave Green Bay it earlier in the season.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give them both. Give me the Bears.
Bears, all right. Lions come to Chicago, January 3rd.
Unfortunately, Bears are going to drop that one as well. The Bears are going to drop that one as well. Unfortunately. Whatever. Yeah. Told you.
And to wrap up the regular season, you got the Chicago Bears going to Minnesota Vikings. Will the Vikings score?
I unfortunately, I hate to say it, and I think the Bears will pick it up in the postseason because they're definitely going to make it there.
Sure.
But they're not losing the Minnesota Vikings, so give me a dub to go out on top, get us hot right before the postseason.
Hey, you earned that wild card. Come on now.
No, we'll be taking the division. But anyways, let's hear what I came out with on there.
All right, so I got you going and losing to the Panthers.
Yep.
You beat the Vikings.
Yep.
Yep. You beat the Eagles, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. So you're sitting at a 2-1 record. You got the Jets. You're sitting at 3-1. You got the Packers. You unfortunately gave the Packers that dub. 3-2 we're sitting at. You got the Bears over the Falcons, of course, 4-2. You got the Patriots losing to the Bears. Hey, there you go. 5-2. Seahawks, you got 6-2. Buccaneers, 7-2. 8-2 after the Saints game. You think the Lions are going to lose to you guys. So you got a 9-2 after that Lions game, but then you said you're going to drop one to the Jags. So you got a 9-3 record. You got the Bears going down to Miami. 10-3. Bears losing to the Bills. 10-4. Packers coming in and beating y'all at home. 10-5.
No, we took that second game.
Oh, you're taking the second game. My bad.
Lost the first one.
Yeah, my apologies. So you are 11-4. You got them losing to the Lions, 11-5, and then you got the Vikings, 12-5. So you got a 12-5 record for the Chicago Bears. That is a game below last year. You think you're
the game above? We won 11-6 last season.
Did you?
Yeah, 11-6, and then we finished. Well, yeah, I'll take 12-5. I mean, I don't know if exactly going to pan out that way. A lot of games can go either way. I just think from what I'm seeing from the Bears going forward, I think this is something that we're going to like to see. But, actually with that, we are a little bit over time, so we are going to have to cut it short. We'll get to the Vikings and the Packers next week to wrap that up. But, it was a good time. If you guys like what you saw, drop a follow, subscribe. I will drop, of course, our usernames in below us. But, yeah, no, it was a good one.
Absolutely.
We'll be back next week. Dropping some clips, but
absolutely. And let us know who you guys think for these predictions. We love to hear it. We love to hear all the feedback, so let us know.
Yeah, but until next time, Jungle Boys out.
See ya.
Welcome